Hello, lovelies. Earlier, I got to record the upcoming week with Jane. She's back a little bit ish this week. She and I recorded, like I said, the upcoming week, which will today is Sunday, the 23rd, and I'll have that video out tonight yet. The We recorded her reason for being gone, and I've mentioned that it's been health issues. And she wanted to share a little bit more, and we did two different recordings for it. Neither one of them worked. The first one, she forgot to change her name. She had her entire name on there, and we're not sharing that much. And then um, the second one just was really, really long and way too much information, you know. So we've decided that one night this week, hopefully, depending on how things go for both of us for the upcoming week, um, that we'll record it again and share. And the reason we're sharing is this channel is about community and about supporting each other, um, and doing so with compassion and kindness and acceptance for who we all are. And a number of times I've mentioned that when you get to be silver, like all of this, yeah, like all of this, um, it's like an old car, you gotta fix some parts. Uh, and that requires doctors and procedures and all the fun stuff. So anyway, we'll get into that then. Not right now. So right now, I Jeffrey Epstein is on my brain right now. And every time I ask my pendulum whether he is alive or not, I get that he is alive. So I want to share a pendulum moment with you and ask again. So this is my yes, forward and back, and this is my no, side to side. All right, so stop, please. And yes, I do have a window open right there, but my arm is in the way, so hopefully it won't affect the answer. Is Jeffrey Epstein still alive? Will you show me? Is Jeffrey Epstein still alive? That was me shaking, sorry. All right, you need to be more specific. Can you show me? Thank you. Okay. My spirit guide just said, sorry, I was busy doing something else. Um, so I continually get a yes that he is still alive. And the other day, I did a universal search. I'm a medium. I can talk with spirits from the other side. And when I connected with his energy, I got the what the F do you want with me? And now understand this. I have connected with spirit energy that has been really people when they were in their human existence. None of them have ever done that. Not a single one of them have ever done that. And so that was another hell for me that yes, he's still here. And I also believe that he is living in Saudi Arabia. Can you tell me, is Jeffrey Epstein living in Saudi Arabia? Okay, so that's also a yes. It's very subtle, but it's there. Um, anyway, I want to read on him and determine whether I just want to do a general reading on him, see what we can come up with. I'll be right back. I'm going to shuffle. I got to decide which cards I'm going to use. I'm going to shuffle and I'll be right back with everything set up. One moment. Okay, so I am using the Trish James investigation deck. And according to her, these are going to be in stock tomorrow, which is March 24th, 2025. So if you want these, you can go to her website, trishjamesoracles.com, and buy some. Well worth the money, well worth it. And she's in Australia, so understand that there's shipping involved. And you know, these her cards are expensive, but they have this gold edge on them that is just gorgeous. You'll always pay more for high quality cards, and these are very high quality cards. All right, so the reason I love the Trish James cards is because they are always uncanny in how accurate they read. So, um, my goodness, let's see. His disappearance or death was an inside job. Um, the night that he died, that day, Bill Barr had visited the prison, and for some very strange reason, all the cameras went out that night when, supposedly his passing occurred, allegedly occurred. And I guess what has always made me question this, they showed pictures of let me rephrase this. There were pictures of him, supposedly him, on social media as they were bringing him out of the prison. And there were parts of that image, physical parts of that image, like his ears and his nose, that were different from his pictures of when he was supposedly alive. And they were different enough that it made me question it. And I'm not, sometimes conspiracy theories are just a theory, they're made up. Other times they're true. I don't have evidence of this either way, but this is what I believe. And I know that there are other people who believe completely opposite of me, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. But I will say this. Phew, let me get back to this. Let me just get back to this. It was an inside job. Um, it was a setup. It was a setup. And oh my gosh, it was because he was a person of interest and there were other people of interest. And it is a very large group involvement. And I find it very interesting. Let's see if I can bring that card higher. These are all very young women. This is kind of blurry now that I've got it this close. Sorry. Um, These are all very young women, made up, and not a single one of them looks happy. But know that he was a person of interest, and there was group involvement. It was a lot of underground, um, more dark web, and so I'm connecting this to dark web energy as opposed to just underground. And there very well could have been underground. Um, oh, I just got a very clear vision of like an underground prison where they were held. Um, Bodies were hidden, not just one. This card says two crimes are connected. There's a lot more than just two. Years after the fact, the children who've gone missing, they're still searching for them. One child in particular comes to mind, and that's Madeline McCain. Um, she's the little girl that was stolen from the room, taken from their room. The parents were just outside in having dinner, and they had put their baby down for to go to bed, and they went outside for dinner. And when they came back, she was gone. And I don't know why she comes to mind in this particular instance, but she does. And I trust my intuition telling me that. Um, this card is the lover's card, and it's about relationships. And this connects back to that group involvement card. A lot of people were involved in this, and there was a lot of money exchanged hands. Um, so this card is the devil card, and the words down here are narcissist, torture, and rage. And I gotta tell you, I don't love that they use the pentagram for this particular energy because for me, the pentagram is a beautiful symbol. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, above, below, and within. And that is my necklace. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, above, below, within. I will say that the narcissist and the torture was definitely a part of what he did. And if he is still alive and if he is in Saudi Arabia, hmm, It just makes me wonder if there's any limitations being put on his actions. Ultimately, if he were not um, either unalived or portrayed as unalived, it would have led to the tower. And the tower is chaos, everything falling apart. And it would have led to the tower for the person of interest. The person of interest is somebody who is extremely powerful and who is also a narcissist who enjoys torturing and has a great deal of rage. And finally, I don't believe that investigation is done. And so they're asking us to be resilient, that the final, not that we'll ever probably see the full information in my lifetime. I don't suspect. But nothing ever comes easy in these kind of investigations. So it would be interesting to discover who all are on the list. I've seen what supposedly is the flight list. I don't know that I trust that as a reliable source, but I've seen it. It was, again, it was on social media, so, you know, some of what you get on social media is really, really, really good information. And some of what you get on social media is propaganda meant to influence how you think and how you feel about things. Um, Very divisive. And so I'm getting a very clear nope. The list that I saw of supposedly his little black book is very limited in the number of people who actually went to his island or his ranch in New Mexico or his home in New York. Um, yeah, so anyway, I think I'm going to call this reading done for now. I'll revisit it in the future. Um, yeah, it's a lot. I don't know. Just like I'm getting all of these images in my head, and let me just say it's a lot to deal with and leave it there. And I am going to wrap it up, and I'm going to say thank you for watching the video and hanging out with me for a little bit. Um, As Jane says, you are literally made of the bits and pieces of stars and lots of magic. You are far more powerful than you realize, and you are profoundly loved. Thank you. Hope you are a subscriber. Welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel, by the way. Sorry, I said that at the beginning of my reading with Jane about the upcoming week, but I didn't get that in this one. So if you missed that one, thank you and welcome. All right. See you in the next video. Bye now.